The greatest thing about being multicultural in many, many ways is that we get to talk honestly and sincerely about race. We get to say the truth. And here's the truth: it's okay to vote for a candidate because of the candidate's ethnicity. It's okay. Caucasians support Donald Trump because he supports Caucasians. That's the truth. It's okay. I supported Barack Obama because he was a multicultural club member. It's okay. The mistake, the mistake is to start believing that because a candidate is a certain ethnicity, that you therefore are bound to that candidate's party or the party that people think that candidate should belong to. Because a candidate is Democratic isn't the reason to support them because they're Democratic or because they're Republican. It's okay to support that candidate because they are African American or because they're Caucasian, or in the case of Kamala Harris, because she is multicultural, because she is a multicultural club member. I support Kamala Harris because she's multicultural. Period. I don't care if she's a Democrat. I don't care if she's a Republican. I don't care. And you should not care either. If we're going to do anything as a group, if multicultural club members, if we're going to be a viable, meaningful ethnic group, we have to support people who look like us. We have to support club members. That's it. That's all. Realize that and understand it. Understand it. This election coming up is critically important. And in this election, I'm telling you, there's one thing that matters. One thing. Multicultural is all that matters. That's it. There's nothing else. If you are a multicultural club member and you are voting for Kamala Harris because she's a Democrat, you're misinformed. If you are a Republican and you're multicultural and you're not supporting Kamala Harris because she's a Democrat, you're misinformed. You don't know what you're talking about. You're making decisions that are not in your interest. It is not party affiliation that matters if you are smart. If you are making decisions that are for you and your ethnic group. And it's okay to vote the preference of your ethnic group. Happens every single day. We as club members don't want to be in the Democratic, in the African American Latino category of voting for Democrats no matter what. I, I've worked in politics forever. It's crazy for African Americans and Latinos just to vote for Democrats because they're Democrats. Vote your interest. Vote your interest. Vote your interest. And I mean this sincerely. Um, Perfect example: Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a mistake across the board. I would never have voted for Joe Biden in this next election if he were running against anyone other than Donald Trump. Donald Trump, in my opinion, is a threat to democracy, not to Democrats or Republicans, but to democracy. But if there were any other Republican running, and if Joe Biden would have still been in the race, I would have 100% voted for that Republican. But the truth of the matter is that when you have a candidate who is multicultural, and that candidate who is multicultural is running against someone who is not multicultural, a club member versus a non-club member, the only thing that matters is being multicultural. That's it. I know people don't want to hear that. I know people want to say, "Oh, you should not do that." Well, they're wrong. They're wrong. We have to function together. Have to function together. The simple truth of the matter is there's a great saying in politics. It says, "No permanent friends and no permanent enemies." The Democrats are not, should not be the multicultural community's permanent friend. The Republicans should not be the multicultural community's permanent enemy. It should be whoever is best positioned to help us, number two. But number one, The single determining factor as to who we support as a candidate must always be, is that person a multicultural club member? If they are a multicultural club member and they are Republican, every multicultural person who's a Democrat should vote for that Republican multicultural club member. It's what you have to do. If you are Republican right now you're a Republican, and you're not supporting Kamala Harris, you're making an ill-advised decision. Not for the Democrats, not for the Republicans, but for the multicultural community. If the tables were reversed. If the Republican Party nominates a multicultural club member next term, and the Democrats nominate a non-club member, every multicultural Democrat should vote for the Republican multicultural club member. Period. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. Right now, we are looking at, I think, Kamala Harris. Look at this. Let me give you the full screen. Kamala Harris takes 7-point lead over Donald Trump in new poll. What does that mean? It means it adds to this premise of multicultural is all that matters, but it also says this is the person who's in the lead. We have to support that. I don't give a shit that she's a Democrat, and you shouldn't either. You should care about your kids. You should care about access to government. You should care about who's going to appoint judges. Are those judges who get appointed, are they going to be multicultural club members, or are they going to be someone else? Guess what? Republican administrations appoint judges too. Republican administrations appoint heads of industry too, heads of agencies too. We have to be participants across the board. Multiculturalism is all that matters. I'm just going to say it again. Vote based upon ethnicity. Vote based upon ethnic preference. It's what we have to do, and if we're going to say it, and I'm going to say it over and over and over again, I'm voting for Kamala Harris not because she's a Democrat. Don't care. I'm voting for her because she's multicultural. I'm voting for her because she's part Asian and part Jamaican, West Indian. I don't even know. I don't care. All I do care about is she's multicultural. We have to support multicultural candidates across the board, irrespective of race. Just like you should support the Fletchcast, which is going to 10,000 viewers. You guys are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanted to get that across. Remember, ethnicity matters, and being a club member matters even more. Thank you.